Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This JayLee's Corner. This is the trifecta. Okay, the third rendition of these folks still around here tussling on social media and amongst each other. Okay, episode 11 of Basketball Wives was showed Jackie Christie fighting her daughter Chantel has continued to cause division, conversation, and all kind of things on social media. Well, we know that Jackie has not said anything yet, but Chantel did speak out. She wrote a little statement, okay? And with her statement, she was like, look, it's all on Jackie. I didn't do nothing. But then after she spoke out, her sister, okay, Takari said, girl, it's on you. Let me call you out as well. So I'm like, the dynasty is fussing all up and through social media. So that is what we're here to discuss today. Okay, do y'all know? First things first, please be sure to do what? Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and all of that stuff. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, we are here for the trifecta. Child, wrong picture. I did not know I covered up that girl face, but that's supposed to be Chantel. See, I did the wrong thing. This the girl. Let me see if I have the other one. Okay, because I did not mean to cover up her face. I wasn't trying to be shady. I was not trying to be shady, and I don't have the other one of hers. So this is gonna have to do. Okay. Anyway, I have this one. Mm-hmm. Hi. Anyway, so again, the trifecta of people. Okay, we got Jackie, Takari, Chantel, and things are still unfolding right before our eyes. And I'm like, look, will it ever end? Okay, the season finale comes on next week, so we end up seeing the repercussions, the resolution, at least a little bit of whatever happened with Jackie and Chantel. But them online. Okay, Chantel, so I got this to say. Don't be upset with me. I said what I said and blah blah blah. Like all come from Chantel pushing Jackie and Jackie mollywhopping Chantel. Now a lot of folks are like, oh, I don't care. It's not right. It's not okay, and vice versa. But I said, child, everyone has a part to play in this melee. I don't think anyone's calling Jackie a good mom. I don't think anyone is acting as if Jackie did not do anything wrong to her daughters. I think it's just this one situation that we are speaking on. Okay? But I digress. Now let's get to her statement on the social media. Okay? Now, Chantel was like, girl, let me speak out. Let me say my piece. Let me say I didn't do this. Mama did it. It ain't me. Okay? So on her story, because no one likes putting the stuff on they timeline, child, to let it be seen later on. On Chantel's story, she wrote a whole dissertation, child, essay to get into college. Okay, two whole slides. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna read it off screen. Now, Chantel said, I'll start by saying if you've never dealt with a toxic mother, then you truly have no idea what it feels like. Okay? As painful as it's been to watch these moments of my life play out on TV, I know my younger self is proud of the woman who finally stood up for herself. Now, this is the thing, Chantel. Okay, no one is saying don't stand up for yourself. Okay, no one is saying let Jackie run all over you. No one is ever saying that. It is a good thing if you feel like you are now proud of yourself as an adult because you finally stood up for yourself as an adult and you could not do it when you were a kid. I think people's issue is if you have such issues with your mama, get from around her. Okay, put up the boundaries because I don't have to interact with any adult who has harmed me in my life. Okay, if I am fully aware you have harmed me in any shape, way, or form, I can love you from afar. I don't need to come to your job on the television to fight for myself because I've already walked away from you. But that's me. Okay, let's continue. She said, the truth is, this dynamic isn't rare. It happens in more families than we like to admit. narcissism, jealousy, lies, lack of accountability, gaslighting, abuse, hiding, assault, etc. We're just taught to keep it in house and suffer in silence. I choose to break that cycle. We happy. Please break all of those cycles. However, the way to break those horrible cycles is never to recreate more trauma for yourself, for your family, because again, your daughters and your son and daughter, will have to see you fighting with your mama on television. So I just need folk to understand, no one needs to hide in silence. No one needs to cover up the traumatic and trauma filled life experiences of anybody. No one needs to do that. However, the way to fix it, the way to break that cycle is not to create a whole new cycle of trauma. It isn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And she also said, what you witnessed was a masterclass in narcissism. Someone lighting a fire behind the scenes, then walking away so you look like the arsonist. Now, that's a good analogy. Someone wrote that for her. Again, she's accusing Jackie of throwing a rock, had her hands. Okay. Even her saying, lighting fires behind the scenes. And she keeps walking away. And I get what she means. She's accusing Jackie of basically, saying being manipulative. Okay. Um, Even if she caused chaos behind the scenes, when y'all sit around there and you're supposed to have a conversation with her about whatever it is she did to you, it seemed like you did not want to address anything between you and your mama. It was more about your mama and other people. So if your main thing is to break the cycle in your family, you shouldn't give not one fuck of what Jackie had going on with Brandy or anyone else on that show. You know what I'm saying? So it felt like you weren't trying to fix or call out what she did to you. When it came time to sit and have some kind of conversation, because I'm like, look, if your mama is a horrible person, call her out. Okay, cool. But it's a way to do it. Okay, anyway. I know what really happened on and off camera all season long. So, no, the internet cannot bully me into submission. Y'all know the TV character, I know the mother. Cool. That's your mama. We not watching the show to meet your mama. No tea, no shade. I said it before and I will say it again. Basketball Wives is not the show for Jackie Chris's daughter to come iron out her mothering issues. It isn't. That don't mean that her and Jackie don't need to go talk to a therapist and fix some shit. What it means is you picked the wrong platform to try to address your issues because nothing got addressed. You could not vocalize. Is that a word? I think it is. Is that a word? I feel like it's a word. I don't want to sound dumb. You could not express yourself properly to express how you felt, to express the hurt and pain that she inflicted upon you when you were a kid. You never did that on the show. You cussed and fussed her out. That was really it. But we still don't know what did she do to you. When we seen the flashback of her of Chantel talking to Laura Govan, it was more about she wasn't here. She, had me and my sister on some B of the S. My sister was the dark skinned, fat one on the treadmill. And, so we knew that stuff happened. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that trauma, have you ever addressed that trauma with Jackie? Not talk to other people about it. Not went and said, hey, Laura Govan, guess what, Jackie? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever talked to your mother about stuff? Now, I know folk were saying that Jackie said that she would talk to Chantel on her own show. I think the YouTube show she got or whatever, but she did not want to do it on this show. And I think the reason is Basketball Wives is not made for Jackie Christie to iron out her mothering issues with her daughter. It isn't. That is not the platform. You know what I'm saying? And I think Chantel, girl, write down all the stuff Jackie did. Okay, write on a list like a Santa Claus. Write it down, check it twice, find out if Jackie was naughty or nice, and say, "Hey, Mama, you did this to me, and I don't like you." Okay, I'm not talking to wacky Jackie from the show. I'm trying to talk to you as my mother. Okay, so even her saying, y'all know the TV character, I know the mother. That's fine. No one is watching this show for your mama. We not, and that is not trying to dismiss how she feel and dismiss any hard, mean things she went through with Jackie as her mama. This ain't the platform. Okay, just saying. She touched my arm. I pushed her off of me. She swung. Now we know that. Now I look. To me, the whole she touched my arm. She asked you to leave her room. You refused. You walked up and walked back up to her as she was sitting down, and she stood up and said, "Chantel, please leave my room. Get out my room. Get out my room." At the end of the day, if Chantel would have walked her ass up out of Jackie's room, the fight wouldn't have happened, at least in this situation. It may have happened later on, I don't know. But again, she was trying to bait Jackie, in my opinion, in a further altercation, and she did not expect Jackie. This was, what's weird is she talked about how volatile Jackie was as a mom. If you know that, why even run up on her like that? You had to expect, if you're used to her being this way, why act so shocked and upset when she clocked you? Just wondering. Just wondering. Because if that's how she is, that should not be nothing new. You hit me? You said she crazy and violent. Okay. I digress. Again, she touched my arm. I pushed her off of me. She swung. Plain and simple. It's unfortunate things played out this way, and I wish it never happened. But if you knew our history, then you would know this was a long time coming. And that's cool, Chantel. So I would not have been surprised that my mama clocked me if I know, look, we've been about to fight for years. Okay. We've been on the brink of fighting for years. Now, in the second long ass post, she said, "I may not be proud of all my choices this season, but I am also not ashamed. This is my real life, and I doubt anyone judging me live a perfect one." And I'm like, I don't think, because look, I did not have a perfect upbringing. I didn't have this one. I don't think anyone had a perfect upbringing. I do think a lot of us feel like, child, look, if your parent is toxic, boundaries and keep away from me. You know what I'm saying? If you know how crazy your mama is and how volatile she can be, I don't want to be around you. I'm not coming on your show to fuck with you. So I don't think at least I'm hoping that no one who has an opinion on this show feels as if they have a perfect life. No one feels that way. No, we don't. Okay. I see the hate mail. I hate mail. Don't you all be sitting there no hate mail. I see the hate mail, I see the judgment, but I also see all the messages that say I've dealt with this too. This reminds me of this reminds me so much of my situation. To those of you with heart and understanding, I see you and I appreciate your vulnerability. Girl, don't try to gaslight. Look, everyone is not going to agree with your interactions with your mom. Um, People are vulnerable about this situation different ways. Um, because I don't think anyone is saying Jackie is a great mom. I think people's point in this is we hear you and we believe you when you say Jackie was fucked up to you in whatever way that you say she was. We all hear you and we all believe that. No one thinks Jackie was great. No one does. The point people is making is you know that and we know that. But you still chose to come on this show to go at her with other people who don't like her. That's crazy to me. Because I'm not allowing anybody else in my family drama because it's not going to fix anything. It ain't going to fix Jackie. It ain't going to fix you. To those of you who've met me with threats, who's threatening that girl? Y'all is crazy. Don't be threatening people. To those of you who've met me with threats, vile statements, and extreme judgments, may you never understand my plight. Celebrating my darkest moments said more about you than it ever will about me. Girl, okay. I've always been misunderstood, and this chapter of my life is no different. But I will answer to God, not imperfect strangers who never walked a step in my shoes. I will keep my head up and my peace in focus as I continue to grow as a mother, a wife, and a woman. Okay? Okay, girl. That's fine. Um, when you put yourself on these kind of shows, you open yourself up to people's opinions. And I am a firm believer no one should go to her page. No one should tag her. Like I am not I'm gonna go to so-and-so page like, girl, you was horrible. I don't do that. I keep my opinions on my page and my page alone. I'm not adding no one because of how I feel about someone else is none of their business. Because it's not their problem. You know what I'm saying? So anyone who has been sending her threats, who has been directly saying things to her, don't do that. Now, if you Chantel, if you're going to people's pages and if you're going and you're looking and reading shit, that's on you. Okay, I'm a firm believer in don't go searching for people's opinions of yourself because you will always end up being disappointed. Okay. We hope you get better. We really wish for child better times between you and your mama. No one wanted this. I don't think you did. Well, I don't think she wanted a physical altercation. I do think she wanted to make her mom look horrible. I do think because she feel like my mom is still a celebrity in whatever right that she is, and I want to ruin that because of how I feel she treated me. So I don't think that Chantel wanted a full-fledged fight, a physical fight with her mom, but I do think she wanted something to happen that would make Jackie look horrible, and this made them both look horrible, in my opinion. Um, Separate from that, because she made her little statements and whatnot. Okay, point A and point B. Now, the whole fight that played out will forever be like, girl, why you come back? You was walking out. No, leave, Chantel. Please, girl, leave, please. Look, and the moment she came back, I said, child, it was over at that point. Okay. Now, after she did that, her sister. Okay, her sister went on. I thought that they commented around somewhere. I thought they commented. Anyway, uh, Takari posted. Now I kept trying to figure out where did it come from. Takari posted this on her Facebook page because I could not find it on her Instagram or TikTok or whatever. I'm like, where did it come from? Is it new? I wanted to be sure it was like something current. So she posted this on her. So she posted, and it says, point of view, you, while your mom is giving them the act whipping they've been asking for all day. Okay, and in the post, she said, when you fuck around and find out if you know, jokes, comedy, funny videos, I said what I said. Now she posted this July 22nd, Tuesday. The episode aired Monday. Okay, she posted this July Tuesday at 5:48 p.m. I guess Eastern time. So this wasn't posted today. Well, on Wednesday, she posted it the day before. The blogs picked it up and shared it as if this was in response to Chantel's statement. But she posted it, child, on Tuesday. Anyway, once she posted that, Chantel and also Brittany, who's on Basketball Wives, commented. Okay, Chantel, I said, girl, not Chantel and girl, stop. We don't want y'all doing this. Just stop talking. Takari, be quiet. Chantel, be quiet. Jackie been silent. Jackie ain't said shit. I feel like Doug said, Jackie, don't you say not a damn thing. Okay? Y'all fought. Let it be. Let it go. Don't you get on social media. And I also feel like Jackie was like, because on the episode, when they asked her about the fight, she said, then, I'm not speaking on Chantel. Okay? At all. Any question about Chantel is a no go for me. I feel like because of that reason, if Jackie is not willing to have a conversation about what happened between her and Chantel, what's the point of a reunion? So a part of me feel like the rift, the fight, the altercation between Jackie and Chantel is a reason why they're not having a reunion. Because Jackie refuses to have a conversation about her and her daughter fighting. And I think Doug, being the head coach of the Sacramento Kings, and him really being in the NBA world, Jackie really being a wife of a coach in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It's bad that this happened. Period. Okay. Anyway, but Chantel and Takari, stop it. Chantel said, wait, hold on. Aren't you the same daughter that put a knife on Jackie? You got 3 kids she's never met in person, but you want to be on the internet taunting me? Girl, tell me you have Stockholm Syndrome without telling me you have Stockholm Syndrome. You should leave me alone. Honestly, truly, this is my last warning shot. I'm not you warning your sister. Don't do that. No. Okay, then Brittany, Brittany's also on Basketball Wives, said, Chantel, how soon I forget? You wrote a whole book detailing the way you were allegedly treated. Okay. By the way, I actually read it. It felt very rushed. And overall, like a long text message, you probably wanted to send her directly. Your cry for help didn't matter then because it never will. Do you care about the truth? Or do you want to be the one to tell it? I feel like if it's her truth, she should tell it. And if she don't want to tell it, she don't have to tell it. Anyway, she isn't going to love you any differently, get you on the show, or take a sudden interest in you, your life, or your children. So gain what exactly? Terrible ass sister. I was like, look, I'm a firm believer in stay out of family issues. I know Brittany is trying to take up for Chantel. They friendly. I don't believe in that. I feel like if I'm fussing with my sister, I don't need you chiming in. I got this. I got this. You know what I'm saying? Not that friends can support you by supporting you. Support does not have to come from a place of let me respond and at your sister. Because if me and my sister get cooked out, look, if I'm beefing with my sister, that's my beef. But I also feel like because Chantel included the ladies on the show in her beef with Jackie, she probably has no issue with including Brittany in her beef with her sister. Takari climbed back. Look, you guys, the big three are here. Okay, she said, Brittany, allegedly. But your homegirl made many appearances validating everything I said until she started messing with her dad's prospects and got knocked up and needed mommy and daddy money, so she switched up allegedly. I was like, child, not her spilling Chantel's tea, not her calling Chantel out saying, well, you were supporting me and on my side at first until you fucked the help, until you fucked your daddy's prospects in basketball and got knocked up by them. Because y'all know Chantel's oldest child is by somebody else. And there was some before that the father would not let her show the kid on the show. She's married to who she married to? Hold on. Chantel baby daddy, baby father. Let's see. Now she's married to Daquan Jeffries. He plays for the Charlotte Hornets. Okay. And that's her current husband. They have a child together. They have a son together. The daughter, I don't know who the daughter is. I don't know who the daughter is. Who's the daughter's daddy? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. But but anyway, go Takara. Takari saying you fucked your daddy's prospects and got knocked up. Okay. And then need their money to help you. Look, when a toxic parent has caused division amongst their children, meaning, it's alleged that Jackie caused division between Takari and Chantel, and they're now adults, and now they're beefing, which is crazy. What Chantel saying, Jackie don't even know your kids. Okay, she's not even met the three of your kids in person. So, girl, bye. Brittany saying, girl, she's not gonna like you. And I'm like, first of all, Brittany, and you know what? And this is how you know Chantel been telling the business, because how would Brittany, who don't really know Chantel, be able to say what kind of relationship that Takari had with Jackie? Or what Jackie gonna do or not do with her? That means somebody been telling Brittany the family business. Okay. The car said, okay, you gonna tell my business? I'm gonna tell that you fuck daddy's people. Well, not daddy, because he has a different daddy. Look, messy. Okay, mess. All up and through. And again, I want the family to heal. Okay, no one wants them to be, because look, when they were on back in the day, they did a scene.
Ever since you was born, you always had,
because that's the Takari on Basketball Wives.
Everything you can imagine. And I tell you,
that's Chantel.
See, that was the problem. Like, you were so busy.
Jackie, Takari, Chantel. In a therapy session earlier on in Basketball Wives,
trying to make sure that we had what you didn't have. What good was the roof over our head if you weren't there to tuck us in, if you weren't cooking the meals? That's where we get our relationship with grandma from, is because she was the one that was doing those things. And I understand that you were making it happen, but sometimes you just have to put that on hold and say, you know what, being a mom comes first, and that's what I have to do.
I'm thinking.
So even the fact that we know a bit of
when I listen
of Chantel's issues is you didn't even really raise us. Grandma did. You were out doing whatever, making money, working. However, grandma raised us. That can also be a piece of Chantel's trauma that Jackie wasn't there. Whether Jackie was following my hand down the road or she was out working or whatever, that can be a part of the trauma. Anyway, though, we want y'all to fix it. Don't fix it on our channels. Don't fix it on Basketball Wives. Fix it somewhere else. But Chantel, like, girl, I ain't sorry. I'm proud of myself. Okay. Jackie was one who was abusive. She was crazy, manipulative, and all the things. I don't care. I'm not dealing with it. Not today, not ever. And while this mother-daughter trio seems to be very drama filled. No one wanted it to end with a physical altercation. No one. No one wanted Chantel to push Jackie. No one wanted Jackie to punch Chantel. But that's what happened. And Chantel may need to understand Jackie will never apologize. She may never even acknowledge how you saw your childhood, especially if she wasn't there to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I've come to learn, because y'all know my biological father was a deadbeat. Okay. My mom divorced him when I was, first grade, whatever time, around first grade time or whatever. And it's when around the time she met my dad. But it was a point in time where I had to understand there would be no response my bio father could give me that I would have felt was a good enough reason that he wasn't there. And once you understand your parent is an individual, they're not perfect, you can't fix them, you cannot change the past. You can attempt to address the past. And if you keep hitting a brick wall, stop hitting the wall. Put up your boundaries and move forward. Because we can't force people to admit what we feel is our truth. Because sometimes your truth as a kid is not their truth as a parent, as the adult. And that is when you realize, you know what, I can either accept what I went through, move on from it, and move past it. Because if I keep trying to get the exact response I want, if I want them to say I'm right, they're wrong, if I don't get that and I'm still fighting for it, I'm stuck in a battle forever. And Chantel comes off as someone who's stuck in a battle, that she is pissed that Jackie won't let her win. You know what I'm saying? And she has to understand she matters more than the past with Jackie and even Doug. I'm like, what about Doug? Doug let it happen. And Takari feels as if she's moved past it. Girl, I don't care. Because she's not close with Jackie anyway. She's not fighting that same battle. And that may be why she can say, well, Jackie don't deserve to be dragged on her own platform. Because she's moved past it. She don't care no more. I don't think Jackie and Takari will ever be buddy on the show together. I don't think Jackie probably, if Jackie knew that was how Chantel was gonna act, I don't think Jackie would have allowed her on the show. Because who wants to be embarrassed on the show? Anyway, what y'all think? Okay, was Chantel's long ass statement, which did she have any valid points? Or do you still feel like this is my thing? I want Chantel to heal. I do. And healing does not mean someone telling you, you know what, you're right. Healing means you have come to the understanding of what happened to you in life. And you come to understand that you can't change what happened to you. You can't go back and fix what happened to you. You can accept it, learn to live with it, and then move past it, and hopefully become a better person to your people, to your family, to your kids and your husband. Otherwise, you will become a Jackie, wacky Jackie, who, because Chantel may not even understand any trauma bonded antics that she's putting onto her own kids based on what she went through with Jackie. You know what I'm saying? And God forbid in 20 years, her kids say, you was out there fussing with grandmama and I'm traumatized. And she may feel like I wasn't, because her life lessons and her reality won't be the same as her kid. I'm just saying, heal, move on, and create boundaries. Don't allow Jackie to put you in that place. Otherwise, you look crazy, girl. Anyway, I plan to absolutely be live tonight for a gossip hot topic chat at 9 p.m. We have a good time on our live chat night, so come on through tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the corner. Okay. I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.